They just go into a country, plague the whole place out, and then take over their buildings. New York was already there for thousands of years. San Francisco was there for thousands of years. Los Angeles was there for thousands of years. They were built by the indigenous people who were black and Indians as well.
Whoa.
The black people, they are the original owners of America. Black people, African Americans, they were already here, and they plagued them out. And they stole the Smithsonian Institute, which is Jesuit controlled, stole their knowledge, stole their history, and now we're just left wondering who we are, where we come from, where we're going. We don't know anything.
As I mentioned earlier, black is not a nationality. I covered this in some of the other videos on the channel. So we'll hit this again to continue on to the 2024-25 elections and what was exposed. Everything was exposed. A lot of so-called black people missed a lot of things during the election debates, the campaigns, the ads, things that were going on in the community. So here we go, black. First, there exists no nation of black Americans, nor is there a black America in any documented record the world over. Black Americans is highlighted. Black Americans are what is referred to in law as a misnomer, or collectively misnomers. As you well know, grammatically, black is an adjective and is not a proper noun. Socially and politically, black implies siliter mortuus, which is Latin, which means dead in the eyes of law. You can look that up in the Black Laws Dictionary. And Latin language also. Black American is not a nationality, nor is it a nation. Therefore, black has no political interest nor powers in the free national constitution that was prepared for all free national beings. So if you don't understand this, let's take a look. I'm going to give you a clear example of something if you don't quite understand that. So these three women are not black people. They're not black women. They have a nationality, okay? One is from the, Guerrilla Filming here. One here is from the Americas, which is American. And the definition of America, look up Webster's 1828 definition of American. American, look it up. This is a definition of an American, a copper-colored people who inhabited the Americas. North America, South America, Central America, and the Caribbean. Brazil, Mexico, every island in the Caribbean, Canada, the mainland. This is the definition of an American, right here, which is a nationality. This has a landmass. There's flags collected to the landmass. There's various languages connected to this landmass. There are heritages connected to this landmass. Once again, there's no black landmass. There's no black flag. There's no black language. Within the Americas, and Americans have various languages. Even if you deal with the autochthonous original tribes of the land, even being classified as Moors at one time, way back. Also, India. Okay, she is from India. She's an Indian. Okay, this is connected to a landmass of India, Hindustan. Okay, they have a language, they have a culture, they have a flag. This is a nationality. Australia, which is Australian, connected to a landmass, which they have various indigenous languages in Australia, and they have a flag, and they have a culture. She's Australian. These are not black people. Okay? Black people really don't exist. And as I'm exposing to you in this video, anyone can claim black. We just saw an East Indian woman, Kamala Harris, claim black when her nationality is East Indian. She didn't become black until she appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Then she became black. So let's move forward on the comprehending nationality as we get into the rest of the video here. So I'm going to read some things here to you. and this is a collection of some cut and paste information here from some other sources and locations. According to all true and divine records of the human race, there is no Negro, black, or colored race attached to the human family. The reality of why legally black lives don't matter is because the term Negro, black, colored, African American are all synonymous in the American legal system. They are relics, badges, and incidents of slavery intended to mark a people as less than human so that the law of nations cannot protect that people. Instead, black people can be treated ambiguously under a customary law, under customary legal system, which says African American means a slave. And it's crazy because a slave means a Slavic. So that's some serious confusion there, right? Or civilly dead person. This explains the inconsistent application of justice in the African American. Jesse Jackson coined the term African American in 1988. African American experience. Other minorities do not experience these same inconsistencies because they have a nationality. Because they have a nationality. In this era of time, these marks of slavery allow the citizens to treat blacks according to their customary law, while we unwittingly think we have civil rights. What is nationality and why is it important? E pluribus unum means out of many nations, one nation. Nationality, listen to this. This is very, very important moving forward. Nationality is a prerequisite to full citizenship in America and the world. Governments make it a prerequisite to citizenship because nationality instills, listen very closely, quality and character into the individual. The quality and character of a nation arises from its historical continuity, accomplishments, culture, and divine principles. As a result, nationality creates a spirit of allegiance to one another that cannot be obtained with badges of slavery, which denote inferiority, hate, suspicion, criminality, and lack. Free national names are how true American citizens are known, respected, and trusted in society. The term African American, now I'm reading right down here, is still legally equivalent to black and Negro. That is why black African American is the only racial category legally defined as not being an original people. You can see Federal Form SF 181. Fortunately, under the United States federal law, racial designations may be changed at will. And you may correct your status on the 2020 United States Census, held every 10 years. Nationality ties us to our forefathers' heritage, culture, and land, historical contributions to world progress. It provides a historical basis for the collaboration amongst its members that is based upon moral, spiritual, social, and economical expectations, otherwise known as free national standards. In other words, there can be no unity under the term black. Black unity is impossible. There is no black community, it's a misnomer. Because black is not a nationality. So we will continue on delving into what was exposed in the 2024-2025 elections. That's just some information on nationality, and I hope that's received well, and you comprehend that black is not a nationality. It is not connected to any landmass. There's no black lands anywhere. There's no black flag. There's no black language. There's no black heritage. These were terms that were placed upon you, and anyone can claim it. I want to show you something too, what they've done when I say anyone can claim it. Let me show you something. You see this? This is a old flyer here from an event that took place, I believe, out in Arizona. But it says here, it says, All Black Lives Matter March for Blacks Against Police Brutality. This was back in 2020. Do you see the fist, which is not really a black fist? It looks like it's got white here and then brown here and then darker brown here, darker here, darker here, darker here. Look at the flag in the background. This is a LGBTQ flag. Presented by Black Queens Love. Black Queens, BLK Queens. And then they have a homosexual banner flying behind the fist. All Black Lives Matter March. So who are they saying is all black? Are they saying that homosexual people are also considered to be? But they could be any color. They could be any nationality. But this is not a nationality. Anyone can claim it. This is the trick. This is what was exposed to you during the 2024-2025 elections. Anybody can claim to be black, and you fall for it every goddamn time. This isn't for heterosexual black people who want to continue to procreate with people that look like them, so-called black people. Black's not a nationality. This isn't for them. Is this for them? Oh, you can come join too. But this doesn't represent procreation of a heterosexual man and heterosexual woman. That leads to producing the beautiful melanated people. It doesn't. This is the opposite direction. This is a man and a woman and a man and a man and a woman and a woman and a man and this is a man and a man and a woman and a woman and then a man who want to dress up like a woman or get a sex change and be a woman and then a woman who want to get a sex change and be a man. This does not lead to anything that has to do with nationality. Nothing. They can be a nationality, but it doesn't lead to creating. Anyone can claim this word black. Anyone can claim it, and they have been doing it for quite some time. And they throw it in your face to confuse you. This is what was exposed during the elections with Kamala Harris, an East Indian woman, claiming to be a black woman because she went to Howard and joined a sorority. I know Irish people and Italians that joined sororities also. Some of the Divine Nine. Went to school with one. Irish guy. Part of Phi Beta Sigma. Ran into another guy who was a Q, who was Omega Sapphire. He's an Italian guy. Does that mean they automatically become black? Don't they still have a nationality? Don't be confused by this, people. This is what's been getting you. This is what's been getting you right here. So let's continue on. We're going to touch on the deception that was pulled right in front of your eyes at the presidential debate of 2024 with Kamala Harris's sorority sister who was commentating the debate, the presidential debate. That is damn near treason, people. If Donald Trump's fraternity brother would have been caught hosting a presidential debate between Trump and Kamala Harris, you niggas would still be yelling at the top of your lungs. This was amazing that it didn't get called out in the mainstream media as it should have. So let me show you something here with we're going to touch on the sororities. I just mentioned it before. So let's touch on this here real quick.
The Alpha Kappa Alpha is pushing Harris's candidacy. So she allegedly pledged them. This is from August 13th, by the way. So a while ago. ABC News journalist Lindsay David is a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. Oh my God, she was the moderator. She was one of the moderators. So they teamed up two black ladies and a soy cuck as the 3-on-1 Trump debate team, which I predicted CNN would do this the first debate. Miraculously, they did not. They were just very fair. It's odd for me to say that. And another weird thing about the debate, besides being god-awfully boring, was that they weren't asking the same questions to the same people. So Harris would get one question, Trump would get another. And there was it was just a god-awful event. And again, At best, it was a fucking push. No one probably gained anything. Actually, Harris probably pissed off more people than Trump actually converted. But so Kamala Harris skips Benjamin Netanyahu's speech to lecture college kids on her vision, insists a full-on assault on rights. I don't know.
Just wanted to show you guys that clip about Lindsay Davis being Kamala Harris's sorority sister that was hosting the presidential debate. How does that shit happen? How does that occur? What was really going on with that? What was really happening with that presidential debate? That her sorority sister was hosting the debate. Do y'all see this shit? Ain't nobody saying that, oh, because she lost? Well, it looked like they was trying to steal a motherfucker, if you ask me. No one is saying anything about that. Let's go back and take a look at some more things on the early Kamala Harris. Let's take a look at some things next.
It's an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you are Indian.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that, but I find that wherever I go and I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, you know, Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like our thing we're so excited about to have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian,
Yes.
but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes. You look like the entire one half of my family.
Okay, thank you.
You do.
I've been telling people
You
we're
do.
related already,
Yeah.
so this is perfect. It's basically true. And so, were you raised eating South Indian food?
South Indian food. Lots of rice and yogurt, potato curry, dal, lots of dal, idli.
Yes, Italy. That's a deep cut. Okay, so what we're cooking today is two things.
Where is the cooking the greens in the fucking bathtub? Where is the cooking the greens the same way you wash your ass? The same place you wash your ass is where you cook the greens at? In the bathtub? How come she didn't stop the lady earlier and say, no, I'm not Indian. I'm black. Well, she's not black because nobody is really black because that's not a nationality. But Indian is a nationality. It's connected to a heritage. Right now, they're telling you about their heritage, the food, the culture, how things were laid out. You can even attach a language to it if you want to get real deep. This is the shit that was exposed prior to the election. It's been out there for a while. Anybody can claim this shit. They're letting you know anybody can say that that's them. That's why you had so many so-called white people, status. This is whites are status, blacks are status, wearing Black Lives Matter shirts. Anybody can claim that shit. This ought to be a hint and a half for y'all asses, man. She didn't stop and correct the lady and say, no, my father is this, my mom is this. She's claiming Indian. But during the elections, during the campaign, black woman, and all the black women got behind her. Jumped their asses right in line. Right behind her, with their little blonde wigs on. Jumped right in line, right behind her. Let me show you something else they were doing during the elections that you probably missed, how they were using woman of color because they know that they know how to do the wordplay on you, and then you just miss it. You miss it a lot, but they know the wordplay. You just don't know the wordplay. You don't know the shit they be doing to you, but they know how to do the wordplay on you. See if I can get this back here. Check this one out.
And woman of color to serve as vice president.
Woman of color.
While I may be the first woman in this office.
Hear that again? Listen.
Hundreds of thousands of sorority sisters
Sorority
are celebrating Kamala Harris as she prepares to make history as the first woman and woman of color to serve as vice
Woman
president.
of color. Y'all hear that?
While I may be the first woman in this office,
Woman of
I
color.
will not be the last.
See how they didn't say black? They said woman of color.
Because every little girl watching tonight sees that this
Look at her
is a
neck.
country of possibilities.
Look at that neck. Did y'all see the neck?
And to the children of our country, regardless of your gender, our country has sent you a clear message. Dream with ambition. Lead with conviction.
No matter your gender. No matter your gender. Woman of color. Woman of color. Let's take a look at a few things here while I got y'all in here. Oh my goodness. Woman of color. See how they did that to you? They kind of flipped it on you a little bit. Let's take a look at some things here on Kamala while I got y'all in here. Now we're going to get into this. We're going to get into it real heavy here. So y'all just hold on to y'all, hold on to your horses here while we delve here into some things here on Ms. Harris. Let me see here. Let's deal with, I dealt with the picture already of the family. I dealt with this image. Black power. She's there to look out for the black community. Black people need to support people that look like them. Identity politics. She's going to make sure the black people are not harmed. She's going to stand up for black people. The black family is first. The black woman is, I don't see a black woman in this picture any goddamn where. Black's not a nationality. Let me pull up some other pictures and we'll continue on. We're going to get heavy now. We're going to move quick, so get ready.